Yeah, hello students. We can come to the third video. ரெண்டு வீடியோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வீடியோவில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கொஸ்டின் நம்பர் 1லேருந்து 13 முடிய டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணியிருந்தேன். வீடியோ 2ல் வந்து 14லேருந்து 35 முடிய டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணோம். அப்போ பார்ட் ஏ இஸ் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் கம்ப்ளீட்டட். இப்போ பார்ட் பி, செக்ஷன் பி அப்படிங்கிறது ரொம்ப கேர்ஃபுல்லாக நம்ம அனலைஸ் பண்ண வேண்டிய ஒரு பார்ட். அது பாட்னியாக இருக்கலாம், இல்லை சுவாலஜியாக இருக்கலாம், இல்லை ஃபிசிக்ஸ், கெமிஸ்ட்ரி, வாட் எவர் இட் இஸ். சார் ஆல்ரெடி தேர் கோயிங் டு ஆஸ்க் த 10 கொஸ்டின்ஸ் 15 கொஸ்டின்ஸ். நம்ம ரொம்ப கேர்ஃபுல்லா ஒரு 10 கொஸ்டினை செலக்ட் பண்ணி எந்த கொஸ்டின் கரெக்டா நம்மளுக்கு ஆன்சர் இருக்குமோ அந்த கொஸ்டின் எடுக்கணும். கொஞ்சம் கன்ஃபியூஸ்டா இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா ஒரு 2 கொஸ்டின்ஸ்ல எது பெஸ்டா இருக்கும், நம்ம படிச்சதுல எது கரெக்டா கான்செப்ட் இருக்குமோ அந்த கொஸ்டினை கரெக்டா செலக்ட் பண்ணணும். ஏன்னா செக்ஷன் பி அப்படிங்கிறது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் ஸ்பாட்ஸ் டு கோயிங் டு செக்யூர் த மார்க்ஸ் இன் த நீட் எக்ஸாமினேஷன்ஸ். Okay, in the section B, the question number 1, this is the 4 statements is given. Yeah? Consider the following statements. This is the questions coming from once again biodiversity and conservations. This is the 12th standard. So many species extinctions. The extinctions, almost the species is not available, it's completely extinct. Yeah? This is the last 500 years, such as stellar sea cow, passenger pigeons, due to the over exploitations by the humans. This is the most important reasons for the extinction of this particular species. So this is correct. The statement 1 is correct. There is no doubt. Many other species extinction specifically is really lost 500 years because of human activities. Human is everything. Human is needed for destroying the whole nature. When we come to the here section segment B, the International Union of Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. They are primarily responsible for maintaining the red list. Red list, what they are going to maintaining? They are going to maintaining some kind of endangered species, endangered plants as well as endangered animals. But it's documented in the year 2004. This is not a 2010. In the year 2004, documented the extinction of total number of 784 species in last 500 years. But the statement species is correct almost, years is correct, but the problem is the IUCN red list in 2004. Yeah, actually the answer is given. The question is given in the 2010 அப்படின்னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. அதனால இயர் இந்த லெசனை பொறுத்தளவு பயோடைவர்சிட்டி அண்ட் கன்சர்வேஷனை பொறுத்தளவு நீங்க கான்சென்ட்ரேட் பண்றதெல்லாம் ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்கா அந்த நம்பர்ஸ், டேட்டாஸ், number of species, where the latitude is present, how many species are present in the particular latitudes. Yeah? So this is the most important. So the B is the incorrect one. So the sound estimate made by Robert May. This is the scientific analysis of the global diversity. The places in the global species diversity about 7 million is the correct answer. According to the Robert May, the sound estimate of the global species diversity at about 7 million. This is also correct. There is no doubt. So when we come to the fourth statements, the Eastern Ghats, you know very well the India. Yeah, that this is called as the Gujarat regions. This is the Western Ghats. This is the Eastern Ghats. The Western Ghats is contains some kind of continuous mountain range. It started from Gujarat to up to the end of the Kerala. But in the Eastern Ghats, we can see the discontinuous mountains. The word is given. The Eastern Ghats gather great amphibians. Actually, the amphibians population is maximum in the Western Ghats. So amphibians population is more in Western Ghats. So the word is given. The Eastern Ghats, the greater amphibian diversity than the Western Ghats is the incorrect statements. So the two statements are correct. The answer is consider the following statements. Which of the given statement is correct? We are going to answer only correct. So A and C. Our answer both A and C is the correct answers. So in the மாதிரி statement கொடுக்கும்போது we have the little bit patience. Even though we know the answer very well. Answer உங்களுக்கு நல்லாவே தெரிஞ்சாலும் பரவாயில்லை. ஒரு வாட்டிக்கு 2 வாட்டி அந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டை ப்ராப்பரா ரீட் பண்ணி பாருங்க. நம்ம கரெக்டா பண்றோமா? செக் த ஆல் த ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் ஆல்சோ. இந்த ஆப்ஷன் அதுக்கு மேட்ச் ஆகுமா? ஆப்ஷன் 2 அதுக்கு மேட்ச் ஆகுமா அப்படின்னு கரெக்டா பார்த்துட்டு நீங்க கன்க்ளூஷன் வாங்க. ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் கொடுக்கும்போது உடனே டைரக்ட் கொஸ்டின் மாதிரி ஆன்சர் அடிக்க வேணாம். It will create some kind of the ill effects. So question number 37. Here the word is given a botanist. Something related to botany questions. Botanist. The question is coming from the plant kingdom. You know very well plant kingdom is further divided into cryptogamy, venerogamy. Cryptogamy further is divided into Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta. Venerogamy further divided into gymnosperm and angiosperms. But the question is something related to plants. Yeah, the new species. The botanist discovered by the new species. We don't know what exactly the species this is, but it is going to found in the tropical rainforest regions. After observing the anatomy, that's most important. This is something question related to anatomy as well as that plant kingdoms. Anatomy and life cycles notes the following characters. You know very well flagellated sperm. This is the most important. Flagellated sperms, basically we can biflagellated sperms. Antheridium produce the biflagellated spores. This act as the male gametes. Okay, this is common for Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta. Even some things is present at Geridophyta. So the xylem with tracheids. This is the most important. Xylems. Xylem is the chief conducting water conducting tissue. Is only contained at tracheids. But the word is very important. Separate gametophyte as well as sporophytes. Here the sporophyte is the dominant. Here the sporophytic conditions. But where we can see the sporophytic conditions? The condition is dominant. The word is most important. Sporophyte is very dominant. But sporophyte dominant in two plants. One is called gymnosperms. This is the sporophyte. Gymnosperms. Other one is called angiosperms. Then pteridophytes. The plants such as pteridophyte, gymnosperm, angiosperm, the plant body is the sporophytic genesis. Already we discussed pteridophytes produce the same kind of spores. It's called homospores, except two plants, specifically Selaginella and Salvinia. So this is we can't come to the conclusions, but the most important things, there is no seeds. This is the key point. This is the keyword. This is the keyword. All the other something is common to pteridophyte, gymnosperm, angiosperm. இது எல்லாத்துக்குமே பொருந்தும். For example, xylem is contained, and xylem is going to appear in the pteridophytes. That's why the pteridophytes is called as the vascular cryptogams. The first successful land plant of the pteridophyte. Separate gametophyte, sporophyte is presented. Yeah. With the sporophyte is dominant, all the three. But this is the most important node seeds. Why can there is no seeds? Seed habitat is going to form, but it is unable to produce the exact seeds. Gymnosperm otherwise called naked seeded plants. The gymnosperm otherwise called naked seed. Angiosperm otherwise called closed seed plants. Closed seeded plants. But gymnosperm evolution angiosperm varudhu. But this is container seeds. The word is very important. This is container seeds. Both of them contain seeds. There is no seed. Seed illada plant அப்படினா pteridophyte. Seed habitat is only present. The plant probably is closely related to. The word is gone mosses, otherwise called bryophytes. Mosses, otherwise called bryophytes. Bryophytes further divided into the first one is called as the liverworts, then hornworts, otherwise called mosses. Yeah, true mosses. Primitively, equal or the evolutionary primitive one, liverworts otherwise called as the hepaticopsida, anthoceropsida, bryopsida. Gymnosperm, you know very well, psychopsida, psychedipsida. But நம்மளுக்கு forms is otherwise called pteridophytes. So no seeds இருந்து sporophyte dominant இருந்து xylem contained tracheids இருந்தா there is no doubt this is the forms. The correct answer is form. So இந்த மாதிரி questions வரும்போது we are able to analyze the whole contents. சரி யாரு மாசஸோட கேரக்டர்ஸ் என்ன, ஜிம்னோஸ்போமோட கேரக்டர்ஸ் என்ன, pteridophytes கேரக்டர் என்ன, ஃப்ளோரிங் பிளான்ட்ஸோட கேரக்டர் என்ன, கிளியரா நம்ம அனலைஸ் பண்ணிட்டு தான் கன்க்ளூஷன் வரும். எடுத்த உடனே பார்த்த உடனே மாசஸ் மேபி மாசஸா இருக்கலாம், இல்ல ஜிம்னோஸ்போமா இருக்கலாம், இல்ல ஃப்ளவரிங் பிளான்டா இருக்கலாம். சீடு கிடையாது. சீடு இருந்தா ஒண்ணு நேக்கட் சீடா இருக்கும், இல்ல க்ளோஸ் சீடா இருக்கும். நேக்கட் சீடட் பிளான்ட் அதர்வைஸ் கால்ட் ஜிம்னோஸ்போம்ஸ். இருக்கிறதுலே லார்ஜஸ்ட் பிளான்ட் சிகோயா இஸ் பிலாங்கிங் டு ஜிம்னோஸ்போம்ஸ். சார் ஆஞ்சியோஸ்போம்ல லார்ஜஸ்ட் பிளான்ட் ஆஸ்திரேலியன் அகேசியா. கிளியர்? We'll move on to the next question. This is one of the most important questions. Basically, the photophosphorylation occurs. Yeah, the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. So, photosynthesis is the physiochemical process by which 6 carbon dioxides plus 12 H2O is converted with the help of the chlorophyll pigments. Yeah, chlorophyll pigments and sunlight is going to convert the one molecule of C6H12O6 plus 6H2O plus 6O2 is going to release as the byproduct. This is the basic process. But sir, this is the photosynthesis mainly divided. The physical chemical process is further divided into light reactions, then dark reactions, light reactions and dark reactions. Whatever the reaction is going to depending on the light is called light reaction, otherwise called light dependent reaction, otherwise called Robert Hill's reaction. Dark reaction, otherwise called as the Calvin cycle or Blacksman cycles. But this is the cycle is given. This is belonging to light reactions. Light reaction is mainly occurring in two different means. One is called non-cyclic photophosphorylations. Non-cyclic photophosphorylations. Then cyclic. But the question is given, yeah, which one of the correctly is the electrons? Yeah, electron in the pigment system 2 in the photosynthesis. Indirectly they are going to ask the questions from non-cyclic photophosphorylations. ஒரு நான் சைக்கிள் எந்த மாதிரி எலக்ட்ரான் ஃப்ளோ ஆகுது, நான் சைக்கிளோட அவுட்புட் என்ன? So they are going to give on the four basic things. But anyway we can come to the conclusion light reaction. About light reactions அப்படிங்கும்போது specifically photosystem 2, the word is given clearly, the photosystem 2. About PS2 is the photosystems is going to trap the light energy in the form of 680 nanometers. Then PS1 is going to absorb the light in the range of 700 nanometers. This is the photosystems. This is going to involve for non-cyclic photophosphorylations. It is also called Z scheme. Is also called Z scheme of photophosphorylations. So what is the correct flow of electrons from photosystem 2, or specifically photosystem 2 of the photosynthesis? But photosystem 2 only involved for non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Both systems are involved. So the word is given almost 680 is the first answer. But from the 6, the first electron acceptor is called, the word is given quinone. Quinone, something is unknown compounds. Yeah, stable compounds. From the quinone to plastoquinone. From the plastoquinone to cytochrome F. Cytochrome F to plastocyanin to PS1. PS1, this is the almost 700 nanometers. From there, electron is going to once again is going to absorb by the light system, absorbed by the light. So under the electron again is going to jumps, is going to carry out by FRS, pyridoxine reductase substrate. From the pyridoxine reductase substrate to FD. This is the correct way of flow of electrons in the photosystem 2. கொஞ்சம் கேர்ஃபுல்லா பாருங்க. P608, that means PS, the word is very very important. About PS, this is the first one. Q, quinone, this is the first electron carriers. Plastoquinones, the next electron carrier. Cytochrome F, then plastocyanins, then it reaches to P700. But what the word is not given directly FRS FD, but during the conversion of FRS and FD, 1 NAD is converted into NADH2. But here, carefully when you observe here, ADP plus inorganic phosphate is converted into ATP. But in this particular non-cyclic photophosphorylation, two systems are involved here. Both ATP as well as NADP is going to synthesis. ATP and NADPH2 is going to synthesis. So which one is the correct path of electrons in the pigment system 2? Pigment system 2 involve only the Z scheme. This looks like a Z scheme. The correct answer is 3. For example, if I am going to work out the 0.11, this is also correct. Is going to start at, but plastoquinone is not a first part. Plastoquinone, here the intermediate is going to misplaced. They are going to misplace arrangement here. Second option of misplaced arrangement. Fourth option, there is no doubt. PS2 is always absorb the light energy in the 680 nanometers. So the correct answer is 3. So this is the basic question from plant growth and development. A genetically dwarf plant can be converted into, sir, ஒரு plant genetically ரொம்ப டார்ஃபா இருக்கு. About internodal elongations, about plant growth regulator. This is the action of PGR. The PGR is nothing but plant growth regulators. About ஒரு ஹார்மோன் plant ஹார்மோன் அப்ளை பண்ணும்போது genetically டார்ஃபா இருக்கக்கூடிய plants are able to convert into normal height. But which hormone is going to applicable? The correct answer is gibberellins. Gibberellin is the primary responsibility for internodal elongations. Yeah, specifically rosette plants ஏதாவது இருந்துச்சுனா அதோட internodal elongation improve பண்றதுக்கு நம்ம gibberellin யூஸ் பண்றோம். Gibberellin is also helping for bolting effect. This is the most important question. Sir, sugarcane industry ல வந்து அதோட ப்ரொடக்டிவிட்டி இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா நம்ம ஜிப்ரலின் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். த மோஸ்ட் காமன் ஜிப்ரலின் இஸ் கால்ட் GA3. டோட்டலி GA1ல இருந்து ஆரம்பிச்சு GA100 முடிய ஜிப்ரலிக் ஆசிட் இருக்கு. 1, 2, 3 like that. But most common form this is called gibberellic acid 3. So the correct answer is gibberellic. So this is the questions from the morphology of flowering plants. நான் இந்த வருஷம் சிலபஸ்ல ஒரு 5 ஃபேமிலி ஆட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஃபேமிலியை பொறுத்தளவு டோன்ட் ஃபீல் அபவுட் ஹைலி காம்ப்ளிகேட்டட். மற்ற தேரி எப்படி படிக்கிறோமோ அதே மாதிரி தான் ஃபேமிலியும். We are going to give some importance to some peculiar salient features. கண்டிப்பா படிக்கணும். We are going to study the salient features. Family la proper salient feature. Specifically, we are going to concentrate the floral characters. Floral characters. Family la irukkudiya floral characters. Then floral formula. Floral formula கண்டிப்பா தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். Floral diagram. Floral diagrams. அதோட சேர்த்து economic importance. Economic importance. These all are the points we supposed to be remembered in our mind clearly. ஒரு ஃபேமிலி அப்படின்னு படிச்சா கண்டிப்பா salient features படிச்சிருக்கணும், floral formula படிச்சிருக்கணும், floral characteristics படிச்சிருக்கணும், floral diagram, economic importance. ஒரு ஃபேமிலிக்கு அட்லீஸ்ட் ஒரு 5 பிளான் மினிமம் தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். அதனால செக்ஷன் B-ல கேட்கறதான கான்செப்ட் வந்து ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்கா நீங்க கொஞ்சம் கிளியரா கான்சென்ட்ரேட் பண்ணி படிக்கணும் அப்படிங்கறதுக்காக கேட்டேன். ஓகே, இப்போ the first one is cruciferae அப்படிங்கிறது ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. It's a brassicaceae. The common name cruciferae is also called brassicaceae. Brassicaceae. The plant always. இப்போ brassica அப்படிங்கிறது mustard plants. Brassicaceae அப்படிங்கிறது mustard plants. You know very well Malvaceae அப்படிங்கிறது cotton family. Gossypium. Cotton அப்படிங்கிறது Gossypium. Gossypium. Cotton is otherwise called Gossypiums. So Leguminosae, you know very well, already we studied Fabaceae. Leguminosae அப்படிங்கிறது this is a pulses family. Leguminosae is the pulses family. Leguminosae. So Compositae, this is the new names. The older name is called Astraceae. Name is called Astraceae. Where is it going to present us? This also called sunflower. But irrelevant one is the god family. Pumpkins, whatever we are going to use, god family is around. So the correct answer is the cruciferae is the mustard family, otherwise called Brassicaceae. Malvaceae, otherwise called as the cotton family. Leguminosae, otherwise called sunflower family. Compositae, Astraceae. Yeah? This is Astraceae. This is the first largest family in the angiosperm. First largest family. First largest family of angiosperms. So the correct answer is 1 for B, the second one for A, third one for D. Yeah, the fourth one we can come to the conclusions as the E. So the correct answer is 3. Yeah, first and second and fourth is the irrelevant answer to the questions. So the next question. This is one of the most important growth, the questions for the plant growth and developments. The question related to plant growth and developments. Plant growth and developments. So you know very well the growth rates, the increase of plant growth per the unit of times. Growth rate, increase of growth per unit of time. Per unit of time is called growth rates. We are able to measure the growth rate in two ways. One is called arithmetic growth. Arithmetic growth. The second one is called exponential growth. Exponential growth. So here the question is called the exponential growth can be expressed as. This is the most important. Exponential growth is going to express as. But the correct answer is called W1 is equal to W0 e power RT. So what about this one, sir? This is the formula for arithmetic growth. Arithmetic growth. So arithmetic growth is going to create the graph in this form of linear manners. This is going to create the linear forms. So when we come to the exponential growth is always created, this is the sigmoid. This is going to create the sigmoids. Yeah, W1. The W1 is that for the final growth. This is the initial growth. Natural base of logarithms. R is called growth rate. T is for particular times. How much the growth is occurs specifically in the exponential way. The first stage. This is the second stage. This is the third stage. Stage number one, stage number two, stage number three. Exponential growth is always occurring in three different phases. The first phase is called as the lag phase. The first phase is called lag phase. The second phase is called as the log phase. Log phase. The third one is called steady phase. After that, what will happen? Basically, decline growth will happen. ஒரு ஸ்டடியை போய் ரீச் ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னா மறுபடியும் growth குறைய ஆரம்பிக்கும். Degrowth is started is finally the plant is going to get the senescence. Senescence is nothing but aging. After the aging, plant usually dies. But the question only the two option is applicable. Only 4 and 3. But 4 and 3 is related to growth rates. But this is for formula of arithmetic growth. This is for exponential. Our question exponential. The correct answer is W1 is equal to W0 e power RT. So plant growth and development of பொறுத்தளவு definitely we can expect the question from either growth rate or plant growth hormones, phytohormone, axin, gibberellin, cytokinin, ethylene, abscisic acid anu kandipa question pannom. So the next questions 42. So identify the correct statements. This is the question once again from the biomolecules. Yeah, the lipids are generally water insolubles. There is no doubt. This is the water insolubles. Yeah, we need to be dissolve the substances. We need a specialized acetones needed, some other chemicals needed to solve. So this is the, would be the simple fatty acids. This is also the correct statement. Here, this is the choose the options. Correct answer. This is the first one is correct. So total number of palmitic acid has 18 carbon, including carboxylic groups. But total number of carbon is going to presented in palmitic acid only 16 carbons. Instead of 16 carbon, they used to be give 18s. Per line, but total number of carbons presented in the palmitic acid 16, not 18. So this is the irrelevance. Clear? So arachidonic acid is containing 20 carbons atoms, including carboxylic carbons. This is also correct. Clear? So the many lipids have both glycerol and fatty acids. Here the fatty acid found in the esterified, this is also correct. But the most important things, the section statement in some tissue, especially epithelial tissue, this is the incorrect statement. Specifically, epithelial tissue does not contain lipids with the more complex structures. Epithelium is not at all needed. Epithelium primary function, some simple diffuse and some supporting structures. But which one is needed a very complex structures? This is called nervous tissue. Which tissue needed a very complicated structures? Nervous tissue irunda and the lipid concentration அதிகமா இருக்கு. Lipid structure is very complex. There is no epithelium. But only two statements are incorrect. The palmitic acid is contained 16 carbons, including carboxylic atoms. Some tissue, especially the nervous tissue, have the lipids with a more complex things. So the statement E also incorrect. A, D, A, C and D is the correct answer. So the 3 is the correct answer. See, A, C, D. So the correct answer is 3. A, C and D is the correct answer. So biomolecular the tabular column நல்லா clear ஆ புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். நல்ல tabular column நல்லா எழுதி இப்ப secondary metabolites கண்டிப்பா क्वेश्चन எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணலாம். என்சைம்ல இருந்து ஒரு क्वेश्चन டெஃபினட்டா எழுதணும். என்சைம் அப்படின்னா வெறும் அந்த ப்ராப்பர்ட்டியை மட்டும் படிக்கிறது. இந்த கெமிக்கல் ஈக்குவேஷன் அது எந்த என்சைமை மென்ஷன் பண்ணுது, அதுக்கான எக்ஸாம்பிள் என்னன்னு பார்க்கணும். அதே மாதிரி நியூக்ளியோடைட்ஸ் அண்ட் நியூக்ளியோசைடுக்கான டிஃபரன்ஸ், அடினலிக் ஆசிட், அடினோசைன், குவானோசைன், குவானோலிக் ஆசிட், இல்ல நியூக்ளியோடைடு எது, நியூக்ளியோசைடு எது, அந்த கான்செப்ட்ல கொஞ்சம் கிளியரா பார்க்கணும். So this is the electron transport chains. Following components are given. But you know very well the electron transport chain. This is basically the 4 basic processes occur in the respirations. The first one is called glycolysis. Already we discussed glycolysis. Like glucose, 1 molecule of glucose converted into 2 molecule of pyruvic acid. Maru. That as a pyruvic acid is converted into acetyl-CoA. The acetyl-CoA entered the Krebs cycles. First is going to convert into citric acids. Citrate, isocitrate, alpha-ketobutyrate. succinyl CoA, succinate, fumarate, malate, oxaloacetate. These all are the some basic components of this. So whatever the structure is going to form, oxidative decarboxylation of form NADPH2, glycolysis of form FADH2, where it's going to converted into ATP during the electron transport system or electron transport chain. Electron transport chains. Sir, whatever the structures assimilatory power such as NADH2 and FADH2 usually formed in the oxidative decarboxylations as well as glycolysis, Krebs cycles, this need to be converted into ATP. So already we discussed NADPH2 is equal to 3 ATP molecules. Or FAD electron transport chain convert achna, how many ATP molecules is going to form? 2 ATP molecules. But the concept is what is the correct sequential flow of the various electron complex system. Totally number of electron complex system presented in the plasma membrane of the mitochondria 5. But here is given 4 only. This is going to be misplaced. For example, cytochrome C oxidase. Cytochrome C oxidase. Second one is succinate dehydrogenase. NADPH dehydrogenase. Yeah, cytochrome BC. But this is the most important. NADH2. This is the first one. NAD dehydrogenase is the first complex. Complex number 1. Complex number 1. NADH2. Here, our complex number 2 is going to present out here the succinate dehydrogenase. Succinate dehydrogenase. Succinate dehydrogenase. When between the complex 1 and 2, the complex 3 is going to locate at here. Complex 3 is called cytochrome BC1. The complex number 4, cytochrome C oxidase. Cytochrome C oxidase. Last enzyme complex is called ATP synthase. ATP synthase is not mentioned in the question paper. Only the 4 complex is given. The question is the electron transport contain the following complex, which is the correct sequences. Following the sequences. The complex 1 is called 3. So complex 4 is second one is called. The word is given clearly. Succinate dehydrogenase. Third complex is called cytochrome BC1. Fourth complex is called cytochrome C oxidase. The correct answer is 1. ஒரு சிம்பிளான கொஸ்டின் தான். இப்போ நம்மளுக்கு இந்த எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் சார் இதை விட கொஞ்சம் அட்வான்ஸ் கொஸ்டின் எப்படி சார் சார் உள்ள இருக்கக்கூடிய எலக்ட்ரான் கேரியரை கேட்கணும். இப்போ விச் இஸ் ஆக்ட் ஆஸ் த மொபைல் கேரியர் எலக்ட்ரான் கேரியர்ஸ். திஸ் இஸ் த கொஸ்டின் ஆஸ். சார் இருக்கிற இன்டர்மீடியட் எல்லாத்தையும் கிளியரா படிச்சுக்கணும். எந்த இடத்துல வாட்டர் ஃபார்ம் ஆகுது, இதோட ரோல் என்ன. ஸோ எலக்ட்ரான் டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட் சிஸ்டத்தில் டெஃபினெட்லி வி கேன் எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் த ஒன் கொஸ்டின் ஃப்ரம் செக்ஷன் பி. அதில் எலக்ட்ரான் டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட் சிஸ்டம் கிளியரா படிச்சுக்கணும். So question number 45. Question number 45. So this is again the plant growth and developments. This is the questions from the plant growth and developments. Already we studied about the role of the hormones. But earlier question என்ன கேட்டிருந்தாங்க அப்படின்னா உங்களுக்கு growth rate னா என்ன, growth rateல exponential growth ஓட ஃபார்முலா என்ன, இந்த டைரக்டா क्वेश्चन இருந்தாங்க. Axin, gibberellin, cytokinin, ethylene கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Yeah, but this is the question. First question is what is the primary functions? This is the hormone PGR names. This is the hormones PGR names. PGR name. This is the questions from directly come from. This is called as physiological effect. Physiological effect. But the axin எல்லாத்துக்கும் தெரியும். This is the growth promoters. Additionally, growth promoter is also directly involved for control the xylem differentiation and cell divisions. But cell division is not a property. Yeah, cell divisions. Okay. I'm going to discuss that this question in the next video.